Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. All right, CFL Week 1 2024. Whew, it's been a while since we have a CFL game, since that Grey Cup that we had 2024 with Montreal beating Winnipeg. So we're going to get started on the new season. You know what? We're going to pick up right where we left off with Montreal versus Winnipeg. All right, in 2023, I was 58-28 in the straight-up picks, 45-41 against the spread, 39-47 on the over-under, which was 142 for 166, 55%. I'm happy with that. My goal is always about 60%, but hey, I'm happy anything over 500. If you are new to Robert Sports Show, welcome. Do pro wrestling, NASCAR, college football, NFL. I've been doing the CFL since 2019. So typically I'm about between 50 and 60%, just depends. XFL, CFL last year, or XFL, USFL last year, I was 51%. I haven't done a lot of the UFL this year, so I'm a little behind on that one. But hey, welcome if you're new. If you're returning, welcome back. So first game, like we said, we have that rematch of the Grey Cup. The Montreal Alouettes and the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. The Alouettes were 11-7 last year, second in the East. Well, the Blue Bombers were 14-4, first in the West. Not only did they have that great Grey Cup game where Montreal was able to beat Winnipeg, in Week 4, Winnipeg actually beat Montreal 17-3. Week 12, Winnipeg won 47-14. For 2024, right now we are looking at the win total this year is 9.5 for Montreal. I'm actually going to go over on that. For Winnipeg, the win total is 12.5. I'm going on the over on that as well. For the game, Winnipeg is favored by 6. I got them winning, covering. Because it is early in the year, I am taking under on the 48. Alright, our second game is the Hamilton Tiger Cats taking on the Calgary Stampeders. In 2023, Hamilton was 8-10, third in the East, while Calgary was 6-12, third in the West. Week 17 last year, Hamilton beat Calgary 22-15. For 2024, the win total for Hamilton is 8.5. I am taking the under. And for Calgary, it is 6.5. I am taking the over. Now, last year I did the same thing. Did the over/under on wins. I was 6-2 on the season for that. So of the 18, or hold on. So I can't count. That's part of my issue sometimes. Well, no. Yeah. Wow. And then Toronto, it was Toronto last year. Okay, so I was 7-2. So I got Toronto. I did over a 9.5. I did over a 9.5 for BC. I did under a 9.5 for Calgary. I did over a 10.5 for Hamilton, which I missed. I did 12.5 was the number for Winnipeg. I did over, which I got. Ottawa 7.5. I did the under. Montreal 7.5 and I did the over. Saskatchewan 7.5 and I did the over, which obviously they were under, and we know. And then Edmonton, I did 6.5 on the under and got that one. So not bad. Of the 9 teams, 7-2 on the over/under on wins for the year. Hamilton Tiger Cats are favored by 2 over Calgary. I got them winning, covering it under on the 47. Saskatchewan Roughriders taking on the Edmonton Elks. In 2023, Saskatchewan was 6-12, fourth in the West. The Elks were 4-14, fifth in the West. Week 1, Saskatchewan won 17-13. Week 4, Saskatchewan won 12-11. Week 15, Saskatchewan Edmonton won 36-27. Saskatchewan lost 7 straight games at the end of the season last year, where Edmonton lost 4 straight games at the end of the season. Saskatchewan was 5-7 in the division. Edmonton was 2-9 in their division. So both teams were on a big downslide at the end of last year. For 2024, the win total for Saskatchewan is 8.5. I am taking the under. For Edmonton, it is 7.5, and I am taking the over. Edmonton is favored by 3.5. Part of me just wants to go with Saskatchewan on this one. You know what? I'm going to do it. I think that 7-game losing streak at the end of last year, I think they're going to turn it around this year. I look for a big season from them, bigger than last year, obviously. So I'm thinking 8 wins because I did under on the 8.5, so 8-win season. So a couple wins better. I think they can get one here with Edmonton. You know what? Yes, Edmonton, or sorry, Saskatchewan minus 3.5, under in the 46. So I got Saskatchewan as an upset win over Edmonton. The BC Lions versus the Toronto Argonauts. BC 12-6 last year, second in the West. Argonauts 16-2, first in the East. Obviously, they went out in the playoffs early to not win the Grey Cup or get to the Grey Cup. Week 4, Toronto smoked BC 45-24. For 2024, BC is 11.5 is the win total. I'm going on the under. And Toronto is 9.5. I'm going on the over. This game, BC is actually favored by 6. So I'm giving the 6 points to Toronto. So I got Toronto plus 6 and over on the 47. So for the week, I got the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, the Hamilton Tiger Cats, Saskatchewan Rough Riders, and the Toronto Argonauts winning. I need to go in and set my fantasy lineup there on CFL.com. I'm going to go ahead and get that set up as well. So I'll be doing fantasy, so we'll do kind of updates on fantasy each week as well. So another fun year in the CFL as we get started tonight with the Thursday night game. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show, and don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader, sports talk content.